uh, um, UNICEF, yes, and
UNICEF.
some cars or motorbike companies like Honda or Toyota, Ford,
Right.
yes, and some beer company like Carlsberg or Tiger. Yeah, I
Right.
think.
Carlsberg, yes. Right, yes. Right. And she, can you please introduce yourself for us?
Hello, teacher. Hello, everybody. My name is Chi. I'm 48 years old and I'm living and working in Hanoi. Um, it's nice to meet you today. Actually, to my understanding, there are a lot of global companies. I know some names in the motor vehicle production, like Nissan Motor, uh, Vo- uh, Volks- Volkswagen, Volkswagen, or some companies working in uh, energy or petroleum like BP, Gazprom, and some other are very famous in the food production like Nestle. uh, the other ones are very famous in banking um, sector like Standard Chartered Bank or Citibank, and the others are famous in the uh, insurance area like AIA or Prudential.
Right.
Prudential.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that covers a lot of different branches. Right, really good. We continue in the lesson plan then. And coming to a statement, what are the, yeah, well, it's not a statement, sorry, a question. What are the advantages and disadvantages of working for a global company? So just think about advantages and disadvantages. You can say, for example, more job opportunities, get advanced technology, that's an advantage, or a disadvantage, culture difference, and conflicts. Might be the culture difference causing some conflicts. Right, so just tell us what you think, some disadvantages or advantages of a global company. Work, can you please start for us?
For me, that for the global companies, they have a lot of advantages that they have a very wide network around the world, so they can sell their products or services worldwide without using the computer or to directly to export to all the agents. So they sell directly. And the one another advantage is that they apply the new technology to for the worldwide, so they can just development on one time and then they can use for the worldwide. For these advantages, of course, the culture is one of the most differences between all of the global communities because they must be adapt with the different culture in different of the areas. The
Yes.
other disadvantages that for the legal or something like this different from country to country, and the style of working also that make a lot of problem for the global when they want to apply the new policy for their company.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
that's
sorry.
my idea. Yeah.
Yeah, so I have to interrupt. Yeah, I really see that you have experience with a global company. It remembered me to my time. I worked in an IT, or actually in a logistic company, and I have been everywhere in the world. And the culture difference sounds a bit sad when we say it's a disadvantage, but unfortunately it can get to this because of you have to see to adapt your plans, your ideas. You cannot just. I mean, I had been computer administrator, and I had to see how to deal with the different locations, as we could not go the same speed or same pace in some cultures, as they might be worked in a different pace, or they had different situations to deal with. Like in Africa, we just had to deal with power cuts instead of thinking of how we can do the best setup for the clients. We just had to think about how we can deal with enough power at these places. So that's really different situations. Right, thank you, Nuyet. Can you tell us some advantages and disadvantages?
Yes, I think if we work in global companies, you will have more opportunities to transfer to positions in other locations where the company has offices, and they will bring you more chances to learn the different controls. And I often see that these global companies are always innovative and dynamic in researching and applying latest advanced technology, so you will have a chance to approach it. And about the disadvantages, I think because the global companies will make the control differences. So it will be the root causes of misunderstanding and conflicts. So it will try hard to comply and integrate into the company cultures. Yes.
Right. Yes, really good. Thank you. And Hang, can you tell us some disadvantages and advantages?
I think that if we work in a global company, we have much advantage. Such as we can have more job opportunity, and because the company have many branches all over the world, so we have an opportunity to go abroad to be trained, and we can can approach advanced technology. And we have an opportunity to work with a strong team, But besides, we had to encounter with many challenges, such as the first is a difference of culture and high pressure, and we have to encounter the severe competition for promotion.
All right. Yes. Thank you. Thinking about the promotion. That's nice. Yeah. And Chin, can you tell us some advantages and disadvantages?
I think working in a global company, there are some advantages and disadvantages, but I think advantages is more than disadvantages. And as you know, when we work in a global company, I think we have many chances to promote, and I think we can get a higher salary, and actually we have many opportunity to go abroad. And when we work with some foreign experts, I think we can learn a lot of experience from them. And I think there are also some disadvantages of working for a global company, such as when we don't understand cultural, that make me misunderstand them, and I think we can get some trouble with your partner. And I think it is very difficult to work with some foreign people if we don't have a good English skill. Yeah, I think so.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Chin. And Joy, can you tell us some advantages and disadvantages?
Yes, I think that working in a global company, its advantages. I think that work in a global company, we will have more job opportunities yes, we can have um, good quality work. Yes, and we can also have a high salary. Yes, working in a global company can earn a lot of money, and because it's also a chance to meet people from all over the world. Yeah, we can make friends with them, also communicate with them too. Yeah, and we also know more about their culture and the disadvantages. Um, yes, people come from each country. The culture is different. The culture is different. It it's difficult to respect their culture. Yeah, or maybe the language. Yes, the language are not the same. So we only use English. Yeah.
Yes. Right. All good. Thank you, Joy. And Chi, can you tell
Yeah.
us some advantages and disadvantages?
Yes, I share the views of others members in the class about advantages of working in a global company. Um, I see that more advantages in this working environment because we would have more opportunities for mobilities as global companies always have different branches over the world. So I mean that capable staff there would have more chances to move around from country to country. So besides working, they can like enjoy traveling to other countries. And I see that this working in global company requires people, required workers to accomplish themselves to keep up with their peers, colleagues, because of the because I think that in those big global companies, technology technology is very is developed. Technology develops very well and fast, so everybody need to keep up with this development. And besides, I think that working in global companies, you can have access to a huge resources of knowledge and skills. So that means can help you develop professionalism, your technical and professional career, and also to make working there, you makes you be more cultural aware. So for this advantage of working in global companies, I see that that is about different cultures. You have to adapt. You have to learn about different culture to avoid stress, misunderstanding, and conflicts in your work. That's all for me.
All right, thank you. Sorry, I have to interrupt. We have to see a bit of the time. Please, we have to see because otherwise we are not going to be too late in this lesson. Thank you, Chi. Really good saying. Let's come into the vocabulary where we have 5 words. I would like to hear the pronunciation first, and then I would like to ask you to define one of them. Communication, negotiation, breakdown, unacceptable, and the difference. Right, so we're starting first with Phuoc. Can you please read for us all the 5 words and define one of them?
Communication. This is the way to talk to each other.
Phuoc, yeah, can you please read for us first all the 5 words? First reading all the 5 words, please.
Communication, negotiation, breakdown, unacceptable, difference.
Yes. All right. Which one you can define for us?
Negotiation.
Yeah.
Negotiation is the order to order to make them to agree with your idea.
Yes,
Or accept your suggestion, something like that.
yeah. But just now, this is the noun here, negotiation. So it is the process of maybe dealing with something, listen to people's opinions, or hearing of their applications. So basically, that's the process, as it's the noun, negotiation. So not the verb, it's the noun. But yeah, but that was all right in the explanation. Right. And Nuyet, can you please read for us all the 5 words and define one of them?
Yes. Communication, negotiation, breakdown, unacceptable, difference. And now I choose number 4, unacceptable. This
Yes.
word means impossible to agree.
Yes, pretty simple, and that's right. Yes, perfect. And Han, can you please read for us all the 5 words and define one?
Negotiation, breakdown, unacceptable, difference. And I choose the 5th word, difference. Difference means the way in which two people think and not like each other.
Yes. Nice,
The
yeah.
words and yes, or the way in which somebody has a change.
Someone has to.
Somebody.
Yeah, maybe someone has to adapt. Yeah. Okay. Yes, that's right.
Yes.
Maybe we can also say the contrast maybe would be a nice synonym for difference, contrast maybe, or even not the difference. Opposite, the opposite maybe also. Yeah, maybe even the opposite. Yes, that's right. That's correct. Someone has then to adapt their own understanding. Right. Chin, can you please read for us all the 5 words and define one?
Yeah. Communication, negotiation, breakdown, unacceptable, difference. I would like define the number 1. Communication. Communication means give information to people.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, that's right. That's correct. And Joy, can you please read for us all the 5 words and define the last one? Breakdown.
Yes. Communication, negotiation, breakdown, unacceptable, difference. Yes, breakdown means mechanical failure.
Can you say this one again?
Yes, mechanical failure.
Mechanical failure.
Yes, failure.
Yeah. Don't need to be only mechanical. Yeah, maybe collapse. Maybe we can say a collapse or a crash, or even a failure. You can say so. Something. Yeah, something collapsed, or yeah. So that would be okay. Yeah, collapse. It don't need to be a mechanical. Only. It's just something. For example, the You can say even last week the bridge had a breakdown. We could say this, for example, or the system, the computer had a breakdown, or even I had a breakdown. That's also we could say. So it doesn't need to be mechanical only, but that's correct. Yes, that's right. Okay. Yeah, so we have no word left. But Chi, can you please read for us all the 5 words?
Yeah. Communication, negotiation, breakdown, unacceptable, difference.
Yes, that's right. Okay, we don't have any word left. Already explained. Right, no worries. Then we continue in the lesson plan and we come into some items. Run a tight ship to organize something in a very effective way, controlling other people very closely. Or the big picture. That's a really, really common one. The big picture thing. Did you haven't thought about in the big? Didn't you haven't thought about the? No wait. What happened to me? You just didn't. Nah. You haven't thought in the big picture. I mean, or you need to think the big picture. It's something really, really common saying, especially nowadays. And I don't really always smile when people say this. Yeah. Anyway, the situation as a whole. I mean, in business, quite useful, but in personal life, I don't know. I feel like it's not might be that useful to say because we're all thinking our life and we're thinking our opinions and we're also having to look to each other. But the big picture in business, we have to think this, I think, I would say. All right, anyway, run a tight ship or the big picture. I would like to hear a sentence with one of them. We're starting first with Phúc.
This is what the big picture. Please don't go. Please don't to quarrel a lot. We must take a look about the big picture of the company, not the small issue.
Yes. Can you say the beginning again?
We don't look into the more problem of the other company. We must look about the big picture.
Yeah. So maybe don't think in the let me think. Maybe don't think don't think the details through. Don't think the details through. Just think in the big picture. Yeah. Maybe at the beginning. Maybe we could say don't think the details through of our problem in the company, of our problem in the company or in this project. You have to keep in mind the big picture. You have to keep in mind the big picture. You have to think the big picture, or you have to have the perspective of the big picture. Right? Yeah, that's good. Acts and Nguyet, can you please make a sentence for us?
Yes, my sentence is my manager is famous for running a tight ship.
All right. All right. That seems to be a really effective, good manager. I was never been this. I mean, I've been project manager for 12 years. Also had been a bit different looking, longer hair, not like this now. But I never had been good in effective time management or something or controlling. No. Right, but the sentence is definitely correct or good. Thank you. I would love to be such a manager. Right, Hang, can you please make a sentence?
My sentence is the big picture of Vietnam after 1975 is that everybody was very poor. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you, Hang. No worries. I just thinking about your sentence. Can you please say again? The end was especially not that clear. Can you please repeat again?
The big picture of Vietnam after 1975 is that everyone were very poor.
Was everyone was very poor? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Everyone plural were. Sorry. Yeah. Were very poor. Okay, epic picture of Vietnam. Yeah. Ah,
1975.
yeah. Yeah, the
Because
situation.
after the war,
Yeah. I understood. Yeah. The big picture, the situation as a whole. Maybe we are usually use it more like we're thinking about something bigger. We're thinking not small. We're thinking something bigger. We see the whole thing. A big picture would be not the same meaning as the big picture. So I would not really say this sentence. But okay, let me think about what I mean, with this telling about with the war and that people have been poor afterwards. I would not say this with the big picture item. It doesn't really match together this way. I'm thinking might be I will try to text you a different way to say it, but the big picture is more like we shouldn't think small. We should think in the big way. We should think something as a whole. We should see what else is around, not just concentrate in the small things or make ourselves busy, as Niet said, or Fox said, we shouldn't concentrate in the small things, in the details. We have to see and concentrate in the big thing, in the whole thing. So with this sentence, it wouldn't be correct to say this was the big picture. A big picture, that's okay, but has now not this item, has not the same meaning as this item. But you could say a big picture after the war, but this has a different meaning than than the big picture. All right, Jin, can you please make the sentence for us?
Yes. At the big picture, he is a good manager in my company, and he runs a tire ship. He at the big picture, he is a good manager in my company. He runs a title ship.
He runs a.
He run a title ship. He run a title ship.
He run a tight ship. Right. So he is. Yeah, he runs a tight ship. He runs a tight ship. Yeah, combine both of them. Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. And Joy, can you please make the sentence for us?
Yes, I choose the big picture. Yes, and my sentence is: right now, forget the details and take a look at the big picture.
Yes. Perfect. That's perfect. Definitely good saying, and quite common to say it in this context. And G, can you please make a sentence?
If I were you, I wouldn't pay attention to these tiny details. Let's look at the big picture, that is our relationship with their company.
Yes, that's right one. Yes, that's definitely the meaning. Let's get the point of the meaning of the big picture. Really good. Now we're coming to the grammar structure, where I want to have sentences with it is and then an adjective. It is an adjective to, and the verb in the infinitive form, and we're finishing with an object. Quite simple. It is, and then an adjective. Difficult, good, bad, or whatever. Just an adjective here. And then the verb with the word to in front, to avoid, and this will be in the infinitive form. So to avoid miscommunication in business. It's difficult to avoid miscommunications in business. You can say respect other cultures, care about sexual orientation, and be honest and open in communication. All right, so we're starting with Fock. Can you please make the sentence for us?
It is easy to follow. It is easy to follow on the sentences.
It is easy to
follow the online learning.
Yes, to follow the online, that's correct, really good work. Yes, it's easy to follow the, maybe the online lesson or the online teaching. Right, really good, yeah, nice, creative. Nuyet, can you please make a sentence?
Yes, it is necessary to respect other cultures if you work in a global company.
Yes, definitely good, correct. All right, and Han, can you please make the sentence?
It's not difficult to search information about cultural differences on the internet.
Can you say it again?
It is not difficult to search information about cultural differences on the internet.
Yeah, to search about culture, to search about culture difference in the internet or online. I would say it's not difficult to search for culture difference online. Search for information of culture difference. To search for information of culture difference online. Yes, that's right. And Chin, Chin, can you please make the sentence?
It is really difficult to communicate with some Japanese people in my workplace.
All right, really difficult, yeah, to communicate with some colleagues, yeah, right.
Some Japanese people, yeah.
All right, yes, okay, yeah, a culture difference. Here we are. And Joy, can you please make the sentence for us?
Yes. My sentence is hard to understand the idea of other people in global company.
It is hard to understand
other ideas in global companies.
Yeah, to understand other people's idea, maybe to understand other people's, to understand ideas of the people. Yes, other people's idea. Yes, other people's idea. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah, that's good. Correct. Thank you. And Chi, can you please make the sentence for us?
It is challenging to work in an international working environment.
It is challenging to work, yes,
in an international working environment.
Yes, really good. Yes, let's continue and come into the conversation. Cultural awareness is hugely important in our increasingly international and global communities. Businesses, both large and small, are increasingly working within a global market and with multicultural teams. Their ability to communicate openly with other cultures is vastly important to create a successful business with an open and welcoming culture and attitudes. All right, just discuss together the importance of culture awareness and in businesses. So just think the importance of culture awarenesses. All right, and you can say, for example, in the conversation, to create and increase business transactions well, to manage the organization, and to communicate with others and work effectively. All right, so we're starting first with Chin and Chi together. Chi, can you start first the conversation?
Hello, Ching.
Yes, good evening, Miss Chi. Nice to meet you.
Me too. You are working. I understand that you are working in a global company. Can you tell us about I mean, can you tell us? Can you share with me what do you think of working there?
Yeah, I don't work in a global company, but I often work with some foreign partners in my work. But I think the importance of cultural awareness is very important in my business because if I know about cultural, I think we can collaborate with them very effectively, and I think I can communicate with them very well, and I think if we understand a lot about their cultural, I think we know how to respect them in our business. Yeah, I think so. And you, tell me some.
Yeah. Yes, I share with your view about that, and I think that it's important to be aware of cultures of other colleagues, um, because it help us to avoid misunderstanding between us and our international colleagues, and also um, it also avoid the conflicts, because if we don't knows about maybe their traditions, maybe we don't know about what we need to behave in a certain circumstances to a certain people, maybe it create misunderstanding or even conflicts, and it can lead to stress. So we need to learn to communicate with other people in a kind of global working environment.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
And yeah.
All right. To interrupt. Thank you, Chi and Chin. I think I have to reload my page. Okay, 1 second. I have to reload my page. All right, sorry, my system was frozen. Yes, thank you, Chi, and thank you, Chin. Now I would like to listen to Joy and Hang together. Hang, can you please start the conversation for us?
Yes. Hello, Joy.
Yes.
Nice to
Hello.
meet you.
Yes, nice to meet you too. Yes. So now can you tell me the importance of cultural awareness in business?
Yes, I think that to succeed in a global company, we have to understand together, because in a global company, many people from other country, and of course, they will have a different culture. Sorry, different culture, and
Yes.
what's noisy? What a noisy?
Yeah, Joy, can you make sure it's a bit more quiet, Joy?
Yes.
The fan is maybe too close.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, and I will continue. And I think that it is very important to respect and know the culture of other people in the company, as well as our customer. And I think that at first we don't understand their culture, but we can search for information, and we show that we show to them that we are learning and respect their standard of behaviors. And I think that if we do that. We will create a much more positive impression to other people in our company as well as customers.
All right.
And
Yeah,
how
Joy.
about you?
Yes, I think that the cultural awareness is very important in business. Yes, and firstly, um, uh, yes, you know that cultural awareness, and we mm, when we respect the cultural, we can easily communicate with others and work more effectively. Yes, and we can also work with them so that we can work more quality. Yes, and we all know that people who work in the global company, they comes from many countries, the culture is different. So I think it's difficult to respect their culture. Like when we meet them, we want to say hello to them. We have many ways. Like United States, they shake hands, or Japan, they bow. Yes, and we cannot remember all this culture. Yeah, and also um, when you know the culture, you can also easily uh, make friends with them. Yes, and so yeah, probably that. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you,
Yes.
Joy. Yes. Thank you, both of you. Now I would like to listen to Phuoc and Nguyet. Nguyet, can you start fast?
Yes, hello, Phước.
Hello, yes.
So, what do you think as the importance of cultural awareness in business?
I think that in business we must understand the culture is other. For example, like the Japan people, even I didn't work with them, but I know that the Japan people they need everything must be clear, must be detailed from beginning. So you want to do the business with them, and they ask you a lot of questions, very very detailed until you say yes, no, until you say no. You must tell them exactly what you do from step one, step two, to step 10 until finish. Don't hide on anything. If you say don't understand something, you say you don't know. So it makes sure that they understand what the situation is. So it's good for the business. Different from Vietnamese people, when you do business, you have to ask many questions in the beginning. You just say, okay, go ahead, and then you just solve problem later. So the understanding awareness of the culture differently help us to fit in the in business with the whole transaction. How about you? How about you think the
Yes,
importance of the culture awareness?
it sounds like you have a lot of experience about the cultural awareness in business. I know only talk about the with lack of cultural awareness can lead to misunderstanding and conflict in business. But I just want to mention about the main importance of cultural awareness is if you know how, especially if you work, if you often have negotiation with foreign partners. So it will help you to know how to address your business properly, and it will help you to build a great cultural business relation. Otherwise, it will lead to breakdown in communication and business relationships.
Need to break that. Yeah, right. Yeah. Thank you, Nuyet. Really good. Nice. And thank you for all of you having this conversation. I activate now all the microphones. We go through the rating now together. Please make sure that you only repeat the words I ask you. So no need to repeat words or other students, only the words I ask you. All right. So we're starting first with Hang. Can you say the word, actually the phrase, such as again? For Hang, can you say such as again? Such as. Hang? Only. Yeah. Not really. It's really broken connection. And advanced. Yeah. I hear this at the end. Sorry. And advanced. Only Hang, please. I said only Hang. No one else, please. It would be unpolite. Only Hang is talking to me. Yes. All right. And now, Joy, can you say global and unacceptable?
Yes. Global, unacceptable.
Yes. And for Chi, accomplish. Good. I think, yeah. Yes. All right. Then for Chin, can you please say the word company again? Company, and make sure it's not the company. You'd like to say an L in between. It's the company. Company.
Okay. Company.
It's always have an L. I remember. I think you had this issue before. Try to remember really. It's comp and then company.
Company.
Yes, that's now better. Yes. That's good. Yeah. Just try to see when you say it, maybe in two parts, comp, and then just try to think about an, company. It sounds a bit strange when I say it this way, but might be it helps you at the beginning because you say often company, and that's we put an L in this. Just try to say comp and then any, company.
Company.
There was again the L inside. Then really just try to do it with, sounds might be a bit funny, but try to say it in comp and then any, company.
Company.
Yes, that's it. Yes. And try it the next time maybe, if you say it fast, to remember that at the end it has an any sound, any, and not a li. For you, it always came to a li. All right, but now it was better. And then the opportunities.
Opportunity.
Yes, that's right. Anyway, I can definitely say you had a good pronunciation. There's nothing to complain about. As might be together with Chi Joy, quite the same level. In the vocabulary, I also feel from the conversation, you guys had the similar skills here. Yes, or maybe we had here, I would rate the same in the vocabulary. Also in the grammar, I cannot complain. We did the lesson correct. So let me do this same. Yes, okay. And then I made some notes for Hang. We shout to them. We shout to them. We show them. We just maybe show them, not to them. Maybe only we show them. We show them our skills or something. We show them. Not need to say to them. We show them. And that's basically this. And for Joy, can work more quality. I hear this. When we are, you said this, think it was in the conversation when we might be are aware of the different cultures. I think it was in this context. We can we can might be cause. I mean, definitely not. We can work more quality. This depends what you want to tell us, Joy. Do you want to tell us that it will be more effective for the company, or we will have more quality at work in the way of that we feel more comfortable? And what you try to tell us, good for us or good for the company? Can you tell me? Joy?
Yes.
Do you mean it's good for us or good for the company? You said can work more quality. What do you mean? More quality for the company or more quality for us?
More quality for us. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, for us. But then maybe yeah, we can work more effective. We can work more effective. But not quality. We can work more effective, I would say. We can work more effective, or we are more passionated. We are more passionated or more motivated, but not work more quality. I mean, we're not making or we're not working quality. We will with our better effectivity and more quality, more motivation, we will maybe cause a better quality at work for everyone, for the employer and for the company. But we not work more quality. We work more effective, and we will be more maybe motivated. And we will be more motivated, right? Then we cannot remember all. Then I hear we cannot remember all this culture. You said this that there is so many different things we have to think through. Like for example, the greetings that you said, the bow or the handshake or something. Which is different. That's right. That's definitely an issue. We have to think. But then we cannot remember all this culture, and then we need to hear a little bit more. Maybe. Hello, can we be quiet for? Hello, please, a bit quiet more for this few minutes. We cannot remember all this culture differences, please. We need to hear a little bit more differences. All right. Just need to see a bit more. And we have, then for Chi, we have more abilities for mobilities or mobility.
No. Sorry. Actually, my sentence is we have more opportunities for mobility. Yeah, opportunity for mobility, not for mobilities.
Right. So opportunities for mobilities.
Yeah.
But
for mobility, not mobilities. Yeah.
Yeah, I would not say for mobility. We have more opportunities just to not for mobilities. I mean, for mobility. We are not. I know you mean about this that we can go somewhere else. We can go overseas. So we have opportunities to go overseas, to travel, or to travel. Yes. But not mobility. Mobility more is like the car gives us better mobility. But not the job will give us mobility. Jobs give us the opportunities to go abroad or to travel or just to go abroad. Maybe I would say, but mobility I would not use. Mobility I would use more for the when we're talking about a car, which gives us a better mobility. All right. Oh no, I'm really late. Many chances to promote for a promotion. Okay, Chin, many chances to promote for promotion. All right, maybe the jobs, the international global company gives us the opportunities, or gives us maybe that opportunities just give us the chance of a promotion, or it might be more easier to get promoted. I would say this. It might be it's easier in a global international company to get promoted. Not the opportunities of promotion. I would say they give us the opportunities, or it's easier to get a promotion. All right, get a promotion. That would be better. Yes, or get promoted. Right. Yes. Right. Let me quickly summarize. We had today the words related culture awarenesses in business, as well the items run a tight ship, and the big picture, as well the grammar sentences with it is, and the conversation about awarenesses in culture differences. All right, are there any questions about this lesson plan?
No more questions.
Thank you, teacher. I have no
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you. Bye bye, teacher and everyone.
Goodbye,
Wish you a
teacher.
nice weekend.
Bye,
Good
teacher.
night.
Yeah, wish you
Bye.
good night. Nice weekend.
Nice weekend.
Thank you. See ya.
Bye. Xong rồi.
You talk too much.
Mẹ xong rồi. Mẹ xong rồi.